Joined by Hofstra head coach Joe Mihalich, following his team's 76-72 loss at Marshall. Coach, just your overall assessment of today's game, a really highly entertaining basketball game.
Yeah, heck of a game. It was like a March game. It was like an NCAA tournament game. Two really good teams fighting it out, going toe to toe. I'm really proud of these guys. Really proud of this team. I'll tell you, we were the toughest team on the floor in a very difficult place to play. I mean, 7,000 people. It's like a sea of green out there. Really good, and a really good team, good players. Got to give them credit. They made some tough shots, tough shots, and answered every run that we made. We had our chances. Foul shot here, one more stop there, but heck of a game. Really proud of this team.
You got two real outstanding performances. Obviously, Justin does it game after game with 34 points today, but Eli Pemberton with 19 points and 12 rebounds. What are your thoughts on the two of them and the efforts they put into?
Yeah, they were terrific. I mean, they're our leaders. Everybody knows it's no secret. They're our two best players, but they got a pretty good supporting cast too. So they, DeJour Bowie gets the ball to these guys, and Danny Dwyer I thought was really good. 8 rebounds off the bench and some pretty good defense. Again, those two guys are. You almost expect the unexpected with Justin, and they took the one layup away from us. The shot, it was an incredible shot that he took. They somehow called some sort of foul at half court, crucial time, but it is what it is.
You mentioned the supporting cast. You mentioned Dan Dwyer, 8 rebounds for him, 6 for Stafford Truart. You're going to need that all season. That's kind of what you liked when you saw from those two guys today, right?
Well, I didn't look at the totals here, but we out-rebounded that team by 10. So we out-rebounded that team by 10. As I said, great. That's the best team in that conference. I think our conference is better, but that's the best team in that conference. They beat Wichita State in the NCAA tournament, and we out-rebounded by 10 without Rokas Gustis, which was our biggest question coming into the season. How would we rebound the ball? Did it by committee. Stafford had 6, Danny had 8, Elijah had 12. That's pretty darn good.
The game was really a game of runs. Both teams answering each, like you mentioned, both teams answering each team's run. You really had a key run there in the second half to get back in the game, including the 3 to Eli. What did you like when your teams responding each time?
I'm glad you brought that up because that was a point right there in the game where we could have buckled. We had a bad little flurry at the end of the first half. We were up 6 with the ball. We commit a bad foul, and they get fouled at the end. So instead of being up maybe 8, it's a 3-point game. And then they began the second half on a flurry. We could have buckled them, we didn't. So again, I'm really proud of these guys. I mentioned the word poise the other night. That might be one of the characteristics this team has, which is a pretty good thing to have.
20 turnovers today. What do you think you can take away from that going to College Park next Friday, another hostile environment? What improvements can be made there?
Well, yeah, you got to take care of the ball. You got to value the basketball. I mean, that's far too many, especially for a team that's got some pretty good guards. I mean, some of them were uncharacteristic, but it's a tough environment, tough place to play, and you got to handle the ball better.
Coach, halfway through the 4 games in 8 days, what do you like from your team so far?
Well, I don't like the fact that we lost this game, but I love this team. I mean, it's and I didn't say that. Certainly didn't. Nobody was saying that after 10 minutes, the first 10 minutes of our game the other night, right? When we came out a little tight. But I said in July, I had a good feeling in July about this team, and kind of a little roller coaster, a little bit up and down. But now, I am not happy. I'm very frustrated. I'm disappointed, but I'm proud of these guys, and I think if we can correct some things, we can be a pretty good team.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.